If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You are listening to DC On Screen.
Holy cow, welcome into DC On Screen. This is episode 755 for anyone counting. I'm David C. Robertson, and this is Jason Goss.
Hello.
We are a month out from James Gunn's Superman, and what a fucking whirlwind, man. I'm excited. You messaged me in all caps this morning, so I know you're excited. You said, I need this movie, Dave.
Yeah, it was urgent.
Because they have all sorts of clips and stuff going around out there, and some of this stuff is not even in the trailers, but they did release a couple of trailers, one international a few days ago, and then a new, I assume, final trailer called Superman Tickets on Sale Now, because tickets did officially go on sale today.
Yeah.
We got our prime...
Is the trailer called Tickets on Sale Now?
Yeah.
I didn't know they called trailer things, but I like it.
I know, it was weird. I've never seen them do that before, but they did it here. We got our Prime advanced screening tickets for July 8th yesterday, or the day before, I think. You and I did. Mm-hmm. Before we start talking about this trailer, I do have to mention that the haters wanted Superman to crash and burn, but the only thing Superman crashed was Fandango, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, pre-sale tickets are sold out already, and a lot of reports are coming in about that. And Deadline says that the first day of pre-sales for Amazon Prime's early Superman screenings was better than the first day of advanced ticket sales for any other film this year so far.
Nice.
So I am excited, and it is nice. Like I'm seeing the usual haters. But more than anything, I'm seeing a ton of excitement all over the internet today.
Yeah.
All right. So there's not a whole lot in the international trailer that I'll talk about. I did really want to say that there's a bit where Lex Luthor complains about Superman's cocky grin and stupid outfit that made me laugh and made me feel like, oh, okay. Gunn's doing Lex as like the ultimate Snyder bro, essentially.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. Much the same way he did the Sons of Themyscira in Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
I dig it. I like it. And also liked Steve Lombard in the international trailer being like calling Clark a loser, and he's like, "You're a loser."
Yeah. That's such a strange relationship already, but yeah, I like it.
I'm into it. I was like, this whole time I've been going like, what the hell are we doing with Steve Lombard in here anyway? But I'm seeing something fun.
Yeah, just office dynamics.
Mm-hmm. And I'm loving the bad dog.
Yeah. Really, when you think about it, probably over like a good half of the cast is on the Daily Planet's payroll. Mm-hmm. In some capacity, it's going to be a very, very filled out area there.
By the way, did you see this spot where it's not? I don't think it's not in the trailer. It's not in this new trailer today that I remember seeing. But it's been an inundating day. Mm-hmm. Tons of things. But there's a clip of Mr. Terrific being like, "Oh man, you brought the dog."
Yeah. I forget what that was into. At this point, I want to be like, was that in a commercial for Milk Bones, maybe, possibly? I don't know. It could be in something.
I don't know.
I've lost track of a few brands that he's on right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this final trailer today, I feel like they really pushed into what I would assume is the quantum unfolding space. That's what it looks like. It's like tearing the city up, where it's like splitting the city apart.
So you're talking about like right before the Green Lantern line, I want to say. Yeah,
which one?
I'm trying to find it here.
About make your move big blue or whatever it was. Yeah. You said. I feel like the quantum unfolding space is everywhere in this thing. Like, and that's what I'm assuming it is. I don't know that for sure. I don't.
I don't know what the hell that is. I've never. Well, I'm sorry, I haven't paused this yet, but it looks like someone's splitting the city in two, like it was.
Yeah.
Slicing up in a piece of cake.
But if you'll notice in the scene where he's laying on like a little slab, and Mr. Terrific is like, "Come on, we don't have time for you messing around." He's like, and he like rolls out and he's like, "I'm not messing around. This is very important."
Yeah.
But if you look past him, it is what looks like a black hole sucking shit into it.
Yeah. So very confused about what to do with that scene or that little shot. And it's,
but it also appears that's what he's flying out of when like Crypto grabs that helmet off and he like knocks that dude's teeth into the camera.
Good God. Now I'm trying to pull a few together here. All right, let's see.
It looks like that shit is everywhere. Like, I would assume that's the same place where he's like being held like with the metamorpho tendrils and he's holding baby Joey.
Okay, so something being sucked in over his shoulder there. Got you there. By the way, I just had to zoom past the laser vision. That looks fantastic. I don't know what it is about the spinny laser destruction mode that was... You know what? I just described it well. Spinny laser destruction mode sounds fantastic. All right, so him and Crypto floating in space. What was that shit?
I don't know.
And they're in like...
look at it again.
Oh, there is like a weird blocky pixelation thing going on in this little multiverse shot. You know, where he's got the little green baby, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's baby Joey. That's Metamorpho's son. The leverage that Lex is using.
That's the one. Yeah.
For Metamorpho to hurt Superman. Yeah.
So anyway, so there's this. There are these like Minecraft looking blocks, for lack of a better word, there that you can also see in when the city's being split open. It's the same little graphic area there.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the quantum unfolding space or if it's the Phantom Zone, and Lex has gotten a hold of that through the same technology because it could just be another universe or something. I've seen some interesting theories, and I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, like Lex, if Ultraman is a clone or has the same DNA, that's how Lex would be getting into the fortress. Of course, there's a shot in here where it looks like he's fighting Ultraman, and it does not look like his normal helmet. It looks like he's some kind of creature, or it might be that they're like purposely obfuscating that shot in the trailer so that we can't see who it is.
The one where he's like spinning around with I think it's a muffler, maybe.
I need to go back and look at it. I don't.
There's one that's very quick,
notes, and apparently they do not line up with yours.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. What you were tagging visually on this one? Yeah, there was some. All right, there's a very, very, very quick shot where it's like he's got this giant chunk of metal and he's just smacking the shit out of somebody. It looks like it's kind of in the rift, and I thought that was who you were talking about. Somebody in a suit. Looked like maybe the Barovian, the hammer.
Maybe. Let's see. You have a timestamp?
Well, I did. 1:32.
All right, let me see. All right, yeah, looks like a muffler.
Yeah, muffler's confirmed. Great.
Yeah, I don't know what this creature is. I don't know if it's the Barovian or if it's Ultraman or if it's both of them because they're the same. I don't know.
They are, and then Lex is supposed to get a proper suit somewhere here, I suppose.
Oh yeah, it could be him.
Based on all the toyage.
But it definitely looks like they have blacked out or blurred out that whatever that creature's face is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. It's shadowed at the very least. Well, then it gets hit by a muffler.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like Lois in the plane?
Lois in the... What are you talking about? The T thing?
Yeah. In the
T-craft?
Yeah, in the terrific plane.
I hope they give us a reason that she knows how to fly it. Or maybe that Mr. Terrific is so smart he just like built it so anyone could fucking do it. Like it's the easiest user interface ever.
Yeah, he just makes it super intuitive.
Yeah, I don't know.
His actor described him as having an aptitude. Or no, he said he has a natural aptitude for having natural aptitudes. Well, they asked him, like, what do you do to get in the mind of a character like this? He said, you don't. He's got 12 PhDs. What am I going to do? What do you think I can do to do that? He is beyond anything I could possibly imagine. I just read the script really like a lot. That's what I did. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm a little weary of the T-craft with Lois because it's got the entire Daily Planet crew in there, and I'm kind of like I'm fine. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm excited, but I'm still gonna be like, are they just gonna go off on their own little Daily Planet adventure?
It looks like they're gonna have some sort of little side quest. Yeah, I saw all 4 of them strapped in there.
Oh, I didn't notice before that they actually do have like there's stuff on like pictures and stuff on this little corkboard beside the Lois's console in that T-Craft.
Really?
And I don't know what I'm looking at, but there are people, and one of them looks like he's in some sort of superhero uniform.
Oh, there are people down there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is definitely a military. That actually looks like a lot of military.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. If you actually pause this, there's a lot of people on this in the shot I've got here. We got Jimmy with a laptop. Oh, he's got a cigar over there.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Perry couldn't be
White.
bothered to drop his.
Cat Grant's behind him.
Yeah.
Some other person. I don't know.
I thought
Behind Jimmy.
I thought when she was pulling out, I thought I saw Steve in the very, very back just squatting with no seat, which sounds right.
That's funny.
Yeah, these look like military people on the. That's probably like a picture of her dad or some shit back there.
Maybe.
Jimmy's still writing whatever the hell this story is.
I love the they sided with him, let them die.
That
From
is
Lex.
so good. That was the standout line for me.
That's rough, man. Lex is a piece of shit.
He is, and he's God, man. That delivery, that's good. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's some kind of growl the way he does it. It is disdainful. You said it still didn't completely connect with you though, the voice.
Oh, Lex's voice.
Yeah.
There's it's a little weird. It's a little weird for me. There's something going on in my head with it, but whatever. I'm not trying to pick it that much. Did you notice that they did the little white alien or whatever it was? The now it's not doesn't appear that he's in shackles so much as it looks like he's like on some sort of like he's controlling some sort of hovercraft or something. But
Oh no, I didn't
when
see
Lex
that.
goes, "I'll kill them too" at 41 seconds. That alien thing is.
Oh, he's over the shoulder. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. He actually. Yeah. So I guess they're gonna be. He's gonna be. I guess that's one of the ways Lex is gonna operate. Everybody who works for him is doing it because someone might die if they don't.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Feels very Lexy.
it does. It does.
I didn't even notice him. I was really focused on that line and the one later, since this was a very, Nicholas Hoult. Is it Hoult or Holt? How should I really say
Holt, I assume.
Holt. I think it's Holt.
Yeah.
I think I've gone back and forth myself. Anyway,
It's Holt.
so that dude, it's very much his voiceover through most of it. Is what we got here. And those two stood out for me. The I'll kill them too. It's quiet in a way. It kind of made me realize that a lot of the time I am expecting Clancy Brown, that register at least, when I hear Lex. I'm expecting someone that's very, very down there and a little gravelly. Even if they're down there and not gravelly, like refined, it's still just lower. And he just kind of seems like he's in a normal speaking voice.
Yeah.
It's different for me. Whereas Jesse was just a squeaky toy compared to some of the other Lexes before him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not exactly the voice either. It's some of the delivery, but this also like divided up across a trailer. So like, I'm trying not to get too hung up on it.
Yeah.
Movie's going to be different.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not a huge thing. Plus, whatever we see past these like 4 minutes we've got, it'll be a very different situation.
Yeah.
It did give me. I liked the glimpse at how he's acting this though. For what we got here, those two particular lines were great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm digging what I'm seeing. Yeah. And I don't, I've seen a few people complaining that it looks like PS2 graphics or something. I don't know what the hell you're looking at, dude.
I don't know. That's just a common refrain from. I don't know. I don't know who does that. It's very lazy internet engagement behavior.
Sure. Now, we've had all kinds of posters and behind-the-scenes promos and spots popping up, and the marketing's been wild in this film, and I'm sure you've run across them. I'm not going to get into each and every one of them, because no.
Yeah.
They've all Gunn also. They did this like really long Entertainment Weekly interview with Gunn and Cornsweet and Brosnahan and Holt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get into all of that because there's a lot of good stuff in there, like stuff about like Lois and Clark's relationship and the interview, and there's so much stuff. But I don't want to get because I'm starting to feel like I'm getting spoiled on the movie too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that I'm going to back off after pretty much today myself.
Yeah, but there were a couple of bits I wanted to talk about real quick. One, he was asked about bringing the Justice League back to the screen, and Gunn says, of course, but there is no Justice League in this world. Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
And a funny reply I saw on Facebook, someone says, well, how the hell would he know? A little clown emoji, and someone's he's James Gunn. But Gunn says, or they said, is it fair to say the Justice League? I know. But Entertainment Weekly asked, is it fair to say the Justice League relates to the bigger plans for the Gods and Monsters phase of the DCU? And as they put it, he offers a sly reply, sure. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I assumed those were in his plans.
Yeah.
A few days ago, WB head David Zaslav said that Superman, Batman, Supergirl, and Wonder Woman would be crucial characters to the new DC universe. Gunn says, I think that he got that from something I said. I wouldn't say only those 4 characters, but I would say that those 4 characters are incredibly important to us. Right now, I feel great about where 2 of those characters are, and then we're dealing with the other 2.
Which one? There was one he couldn't get the script right on recently.
Brave and the Bold.
Was that Brave and the Bold? Okay.
So, but he did confirm that the Wonder Woman movie is being written right now.
Cool.
He was asked if he's working on a Superman sequel. He says, what I'm working on is in some way, I mean, yes. And he says, but is it a straight up Superman sequel? I would not say necessarily.
Yeah.
In the article, they mentioned that Gunn says that metahumans have been around on Earth for 300 years, and they are, quite used to these things. He says, if you saw a shark man walking down the street, you would probably vomit and shit yourself to death. If they saw one, it would be more like if you saw Paul McCartney on the sidewalk in New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he has said that, Maxwell Lord's crew kinda are called the Justice Gang. Apparently that's like a thing that Guy Gardner has been trying to get started, calling it that.
That sounds right.
But, he explains they're good guys, they're a superhero trio, but they went corporate.
Okay.
Maxwell Lord funds them.
Yeah. So that's going to explain some of the Peacemaker trailer.
Yeah. Gunn says they're good, they're just not saintly.
Yeah.
On the topic of post-credits...
kind of dicks, as we said.
Yeah. On the topic of post-credit sequences, he says, I have a philosophy about post-credit scenes. It's somewhere related to my own mistakes in my time with Marvel. I did not like what I did in Guardians 2, where we set up Adam Warlock and we set up the Guardians of the Galaxy, and we set up all of this shit that I didn't necessarily plan on. Well, I guess I kind of planned on fulfilling the Adam Warlock promise, but you want to be careful about that. The way a post-credit scene works is a punch to the face, like, oh my god, look at this. At times, when you're using it just solely to set something up, sometimes you're screwing yourself over. It was not easy to work Adam Warlock into Guardians 3. Then he explained how things were different on the Suicide Squad.
Regret. I don't know. It's refreshing.
Yeah, and then he was talking about Suicide Squad was different. He says, I started shooting the Peacemaker show, and then I shot the post-credit scene and then put that in there, so that was easy. And he did really like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which was just a funny appearance from Howard the Duck.
Well, yeah, that's zero consequence, just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Finally, and I will post the link to that Entertainment Weekly interview if you want to read the whole thing. But finally, he did say, in regards to the Batman Part 2, what Matt's doing is really important, still really important, despite all stories to the contrary. We're supposed to see that script shortly, and I can't wait. And that's it. That's all I got, man. This was going to be a short one anyway. We've got Superman 2 that we're recording the review for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to get this up because so much dropped today. And you got anything else?
No. I am curious about what's coming, but it does have a general sense of having blown one's load today a little.
A little bit.
And I'm okay with that. Look, they're doing that a month ahead as everything hit. That is precisely how marketing should work. You crash the Fandango site, everyone go home and fucking pat yourselves on the back until you go to sleep, man. It's going to be wonderful. But I noticed by the end of today that, checking in on those same spots, the scoopers and the rumors and the bullshit had already started. The stuff that I'm already going to start hiding and not interested in. trying to bury in my feeds as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
We had a few hours of real joy, and then the stuff I'd rather get out of the way of has already entered.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. All right. You good?
I really am. I'm going to watch it again.
All right. Well, we'll be back with our review of Superman 2 and our countdown to Superman 25. And until next time, keep some DC on your screen.
Bye.